What is your most memorable experience from college preview?
I loved when we all sat in one dorm and played card games all night and didn't go to bed when Wu told us to get a lot of sleep.
Having everyone in like a dorm room, all of us together, just bonding and learning about each other, because I became friends with more people than I ever thought I would be.
The time that we spent time with each other after we got back from just all the lectures and sessions that we had, and then we got to spend time with each other in the dorms and the refugee camps and all that.
Just living with everyone on the dorms, because for a week we got to live just like college students.
Hanging out and having fun with the kids that I didn't know, and now being able to call them my best of friends.
I think my most memorable experience would probably be the bonding that we got to have with all the other kids, as well as the great classes and the great people that we got to meet.
That's hard. There's not really one experience that sticks out more than any other one. It was overall it was a great week altogether, especially the refugee camps were fun. Talking to all the different kinds of people and all the lessons they had to teach us was really helpful, and playing Kings was pretty fun too.
The meeting with Isabel Darling, and also these refugee camps in Jen's room, as well as the meetings with other important people.
Meeting the different guest speakers and hearing their different life obstacles that they faced and just how they were able to overcome them. It seems like everyone had a different story and they all had a different path to getting to where they wanted to get to.
It would have to be Isabel Darling. She spoke a lot that just related to my life, and it was very memorable for me.
There are so many experiences over the week that I can't really choose one that's most memorable.
It probably has to be watching the movies after we spent our whole days at Harvard. Afterwards, we would come into a room and we would basically watch all these inspirational movies. Personally, I never seen any of the movies before, although they were blockbuster hits and things like that. My favorite movie must have been Pursuit of Happiness. I cried so much during that. It really touched me. I learned a lot from that movie about hard work and determination.
My most memorable experience at college preview was dressing up for the award ceremony, because I can picture myself in a couple of years from now in a shirt and tie and getting a real diploma from college and being the first college grad of my family.
Being close to people with different racial backgrounds. I'm so into chilling with the same people that were the same as me, but going through this process, I have people that have my back, and I'll never forget that.
How have you changed over the course of the week?
Well, I used to make bad decisions and not think about the consequences, but now I think it all through before I do something.
I don't know. I was a very loud person in the way I dressed, and just I didn't pay attention to building characteristics of my personality, and that's something that I now work on.
Well, at first, I was judgmental and stuff. I didn't think I would like anyone, and after getting to know everyone, I fell in love with them. And I just loved being friends with different types of people.
I don't know. I guess it's more of an internal thing than external, but I don't know, became a little bit more open with my past life.
Well, before college preview, I was really unconfident in myself. I thought I could not really I was not good enough to achieve what I really wanted to do, become a doctor or things like that. And so I would always listen to my parents and settle for a little less. But after college preview, I gained more self-confidence, and afterwards I put myself a little higher. They wanted me to go to Springfield College and become a physician assistant. Now my goal is to go to Yale and go into biochem.
I think over the course of college preview, I've come to find myself, both who I am right now and who I want to be. I'm more conscious of my future.
Over the course of the week, I feel like I got to know myself a lot better, and I got to sort of take a step back and look at all that I've done in the past and all that I hope to do in the future.
When I first started in college preview, I wasn't sure of who I was. Before I considered I was really quiet, really shy. I didn't really have a real identity. And then after college preview, I was able to speak up. I was able to be myself and just share my experiences with others.
Well, I think I've gained a lot more potential, and I use the people that doubt me as motivation to excel in life.
I feel like now I'm a more independent person, and I'm more outspoken. Like, I stand up for myself more.
How I changed? I took passion into things I first thought embarrassed to do, such as poetry and singing out loud, even though it was absolutely terrible.
Well, I believe I've changed, but I don't know, it's kind of like a force of habit to go back to where you were before, but I went from like being kind of timid and shy to like more, I've become more talkative, I guess.
Well, at the beginning of the week, I was, I guess I should say timid, but as the week progressed, you know, I feel like I've learned to be more prepared with everything I do and just, you know, do all the background checks that you can before you start doing what it is you have to do.
I've learned to talk. I'm a pretty shy person, and my voice doesn't really
Any favorite quotes from any of the guest speakers, VU, each other, movies, etc.?
Don't block your past. You have to like share it with others. I don't remember.
To treat people like people.
The Last Samurai, and it was the no mind thing. That's something I remember when I do sports.
The Last Samurai, No Mind, which I take to heart every day.
We do what we have to do in order to do what we want to do.
We do what we have to do in order to do what we want to do.
You do what you have to do what you want to do.
We do what we have to do in order to do what we want to do.
We do what we have to do in order to do what we want to do.
What is man's greatest weakness? Doubt.
Do what you have to do in order to do what you want to do.
The loudest person in the room is the weakest. VU said it. He stole it from Denzel Washington in American Gangster. That was my favorite one.
Shock and awe.
What's next for you?
Life.
Life, future, success.
Success.
Getting to college.
College.
Getting into Harvard through track.
College, etc.
Getting into college, Bentley maybe, and then maybe a business major.
College and grad school, and get a good job and have a family of my own. Be happy.
Waiting my reply for Yale, and hopefully going to Yale and getting my stuff done and helping people.
Being the first college grad of my family.
College and making my own path. Because I grew up not really having a path that was like as an example to follow. So I want to be able to make a path for myself so that my younger siblings can have something to fall back on.